And hi again YouTube, this is my challenge guide video for Affliction for 3.23 and I just got done with the challenges a few days ago, so now I'm making this vid and this is the set you get from doing 38. Though it does have some extra effects, I've set it to tier 2 on the body armor, tier 1 boots, because I don't really like the footprints or all the extra petal stuff it adds. I think it's way too much visual clutter on the screen. So if you don't want any of that annoying stuff, you can do this at flare and basic boots, and you still have the life replacement thing uh, and the finisher effect on the gloves. Yeah, the Lotus on kill, even though it's not much of a finisher, you can barely notice it with everything going on, but whatever. It's a decent set, but I still would like them to do something that isn't the set again, because we've had way too many. Yeah, this is what the set looks like. I'm just gonna quickly change back to my default stuff that I use on this character. Okay. I think that's everything. Well then, now that's out of the way, let's just start talking about the challenges. And I'm gonna do it a bit differently this time. I'll just go through all of them first. Then after I go through all of them, I'll tell you which ones I think you should skip if you're only going for 38, and if you're going for 40, well then I've gone through all of them, so yeah. You can also kind of go over my Atlas strategy, though doesn't really matter so much this time around, because not many challenges require you to really spec heavily into a league mechanic, unless you want to just make them go faster, I guess. But yeah. The only thing I really recommend early on is getting this strongbox stuff, because you need to upload corrupted strongboxes, because that helps a lot. Yeah, let's just start going over all the challenges now. Beginner's basics is just easy stuff. Equip a magic flask, buy a magic rare from a vendor, use alchemy or complete a lab trial. You'll be doing this in the campaign. This is league mechanic stuff. Enter the forest for the first time, collect some wisps, kill a rare, encounter an NPC, you do all of this easily. First vendor SP challenge, life flask. 3 of the same life flasks that require the same level and you get a higher tier 1. I always do this recipe while I'm leveling in the campaign, so if you do it like me, then you just automatically get this. Boots with movement speed is any boots, augment, and any quicksilver. You get boots with movement speed. Sapphire Topaz or Ruby ring is any iron ring and any skill gem, for example red, and you get a ruby. Wow, amazing. Glassblower's Bauble is either a white flask with 20 quality or flasks that add up to 40 quality. So 15, 15, 10, and you get a Glassblower Bauble. And that's the first challenge for misclicking. The first vendor SP challenge is not that bad this league. Kill act bosses, that's easy. Activate Shrine, defeat an essence, capture a red beast, pass through a mirror of delirium once, these are easy and you get them in the campaign usually. Collect 15k of each type of wisp, you'll do this anyway while doing the league mechanic. Finish the campaign, easy stuff. Complete some side quests, that's also easy. Okay, first league mechanic challenge, Torment. With touched monsters, possessed monsters, be possessed by spirits, which you need to take this keystone for. To be able to be possessed by one, it's super easy. I mean, just doing maps randomly and putting spirits in them and also having bosses be possessed and stuff, or doing these two exiles being possessed because you need it for a different one anyway. You get this done fairly easy, and then a map boss in T16 when it's possessed by 3 spirits. There is a sextant that makes bosses be surrounded by spirits. There's also a mod on maps you can roll that makes unique bosses be possessed, and just make it possessed, get the sextant or something, craft torment on the map device, and just go to the boss and it should be possessed by 3 of them. Just make sure it's not like empowered by the forest and also Maven, because it might be too hard. So be careful with that. And that's pretty much it. This Torment challenge is easy, and now, yeah, the Exile 1, 90 Exiles, 60 Possessed, so you might as well take this whole wheel to have all of them be possessed if you get a bunch in a map. Kill 3 within 10 seconds, the first one dying. You could do this in a tier 1 map. You just need to have the 8% chance proc to get 20. I recommend Glacier, it's the best tier 1, it's super small and you'll just get a bunch of them. And then 15 on a single tier 16. Again, this just needs to proc in a T16 map, 8% chance. And that's that. Ambush. That's why I told you to get the corrupted stuff. You need to open 120 stone boxes and 90 of them need to be corrupted rare. So you just take this and this, because why not get some scarabs, you'll need them. Open a unique one, that's super easy, you'll maybe find one, or Kirak will have a mission for one. 18 storm boxes in a single T16 map. Now this, you will need to be spec'd into this notable, Shaping the Skies. 2% chance when you complete the map to get free use of a special map crafting option. And they are Cryptic Tempest, Alluring Ambush, Improved Lab Trial, and Monster's Treasure, adding like 24 to 36 boxes to a single map, and you just use Monster's Treasure on a T16 and open them all, and maybe you get operative boxes. It's really nice for scarabs, and that's that. Super easy challenge. Defeat. Empowered rares or uniques. Yeah, this is a joke. You will do this by just mapping and doing the mechanic. Okay, Beyond. Rare Beyond monsters, you just roll maps with Beyond or craft it from the mat device. This is super easy. And if you want, you can take this Beyond Keystone, which prevents bosses from spawning, so you just get monsters the whole map if you want to get these rares faster. Dentated currencies, you just get a bunch from killing Beyond bosses and monsters, or buy cheap ones and use them, that's easy. 3 Beyond bosses, you will get 3, especially in the forest itself. You can find sometimes an area with Beyond demons spawning and they always end up spawning a boss. And then defeat the Beyond boss in a T16 with 80 Quant. You just run your favorite map and you'll find one either in the forest or just from killing stuff. Kill it and that's that. This is also a pretty easy challenge. Blight challenge, 30 Blights. Blight bosses, you'll do these just from doing Blighted maps, because you need to do T14 or higher. Blighted maps with 80 Quant, and what I expected into when I was doing Blight was this wheel to get more chance for Blighted maps, and I went into this notable for even more chance, and that's all I had spec'd for Blight. And when I got enough T14 plus Blighted maps, I just unspec'd because I had everything I needed, and complete the rare T16, which is important, because Blight Ravager maps can be T14 or 15, with at least 5 mods. I'm not an expert on doing them. I bought it personally from the TFT server. I paid someone like 70 chaos to do it for me, but if you want, you can do it yourself. If you want, you can pay someone and trade 820 or the server. And that's Blight. Expedition is kind of easy too. 30 expeditions, remnants, logbooks with 10 remnants, that's also kind of easy, and then an expedition boss in an 83 logbook with 10 remnants active. Which, some logbooks can have a guaranteed boss if it says area contains boss name, and you can just look up the names of the expedition bosses on the PoE wiki.net. And I usually always play with Extreme Archaeology. Oops, I didn't change that. Anyway, I play with this keystone because I find it really fun, and you just get to get almost everything in the big explosion in the map, all the remnants, so yeah. Again, a fairly easy challenge. This one though, fuck this challenge. Just the final piece of it. The other stuff is fine, but 200 waves, you'll do this probably while trying to find the boss. Fully complete in red tier maps, which means just do all 10 waves in a tier 11 plus map. Again, you'll do this easily. Red tier inscribed ultimatums, so that means level 7 d8 plus inscribed ultimatums. Just complete them, super easy. And then defeat the boss in a T16 map that's at least rare. I don't know what the hell the chance for this guy to spawn is. I did over 100 maps with this wheel allocated for increased chance to get him. I only got him once, and I died instantly, before the boss was even active, even though none of the mechanics that I chose in the rounds loaded in yet. The arena was empty, and I just died, I couldn't even move. And then my friend got him 4 times, and the 4th time that he got him, he didn't even have this wheel spec. So I just joined one of his kills. I heard someone else took 400 maps to find him. I don't fucking know what's wrong with this challenge, why it's such a RNG fest, why the percentage is so low. This shouldn't be a challenge. This took me longer than endgame grinds. I was done with endgame grinds and I was still farming this. It's a nightmare, and I recommend skipping it if you're going for 38. And if you get lucky enough to get the boss, well, cool, you can skip something else. But yeah, bad challenge. The only bad one in the whole league, in my opinion. Anyway, purchase 11 items. This is actually very easy. Just buy stuff from the NPCs, keep track of what you've bought on this challenge. You'll get this super quick. Do all your labs, super easy. Turn in different div card sets. To implicit unique would be stuff like all these cards, which are most of them cheap. I just get an Arrogance of the Wall or Echoes of Love, it's only 3 cards. Or this, you know, easy stuff. And then Uncorrupted Rare or Unique Jewel. You can buy the Primordial cards and you get a Unique Jewel, easy. 6 Link, there's a bunch of cards. Oh, that gives 6 Link items, as you can see. Even the Tabula card, just buy any of them. I mean, Porcupine is probably easiest, it's 6 cards. 21 or 20 Quality Gem. Again, there's just a bunch of cards that give 21 gems or 23 Quality Gems. There's one that gives 23 Summon Skeletons, that should be super cheap. I've turned that in a few times, just from finding it in maps. Double Influence, I have no idea if any cards are cheap, but I just did Exalt or Divine card, because there's a lot of ones for Exalt, and there's the Fortunate, which you'll find kinda commonly, or you could just buy some, I don't know. Exalt cards are probably cheaper though, and yeah, easy challenge. Second Vendor Resp challenge. Inscribed Ultimatum, all you need to do is vendor 5 inscribed ultimatums and you get a random one. Super easy. Gilded Scarab, just vendor 3 polished scarabs to the vendor, not clicking the upgrade button in your fragment tab, and you get a gilded. Catalyst, same thing, vendor 3 catalyst, you get a random one. Wow, amazing. T16 map is also basic shit, just 3 T15s, you get a natural T16. And that's the second and final vendor resp challenge. Critical crafting, okay. Modify mods on an item bestiary recipe just means... yeah, if it says this, modify mods on an item, any of these would work. Add a mod to a rare map, add a prefix, remove suffix, add suffix, remove prefix. I just used add a mod to a rare map because I happen to have it. This should be easy, the beasts are cheap for these things. Tier 3 Incursion Crafting Bench means either the Double Corrupt room from Alva, the Gem Tier 3 room that double corrupts a gem, or the Unique Sacrifice Tier 3 room. I just got a Tier 3 Unique Sacrifice room and used it on a belt and got this completed. It's super easy, especially if you spec into Alva on the Atlas and make temples. Rank 3 or 4 Betrayal Crafting Bench, same thing. It's enough to just have a rank 3 guy that gives you a crafting bench. I had Hillock as leader in rank 3 research, and I killed the boss, Katarina, and I got his rank 4 bench and used it on my perfect Dying Sun to make it 28 quality, and that's how I got this. But you don't need to do Katarina, you could just do normal safe house at tier 3 guy and use his bench and this should complete. Chaotic Resonator is either a 3 or 4 socket resonator. I just bought a 3 socket one and used it on a random piece of gear because I don't really use them for crafting. That's also easy and cheap. Get all your points on your Ascendancy from the league. I never found the King of the Mists in all the maps that I did the league mechanic in, so I just bought the kill for 70 kills. People are selling it all day long in the TFT server and in trade 820, so buy a kill, go in, kill him, and you'll get your final 2 points when you find the NPC that corresponds to your Ascendancy though. So like, for the one I'm using, you would need to follow blue Wisps to find the Huntress. For the one that uses Tinctures, you would need to find the Warden of Eves, which is yellow Wisps, and for the Necromancer type Curse Ascendancy with the guy that sells corpses, you need to follow purple Wisps and find him and talk to him after you've killed the boss, and you get your final 2 points. Now this challenge is kind of buggy, because I clicked twice and then clicked apply on my final points, and it counted 7 of 8, so I needed to unspec a point and use it again to count for this, so make sure you check if this is complete. It might be 7 of 8 if you allocated them at the same time, and just unspec and use the point again. But yeah, easy challenge. You just buy the king kill. Unique maps, just do all your unique maps on the Atlas, and obviously there's still the ones that aren't on it, like... Well, I think only one, right? The Vingtar Square isn't on the Atlas, so you just, as always, get the 4 Ragnarok staves. Doesn't matter what eye level they are, north, east, west, south. Vendor them, and it doesn't matter what tier this map is, you just do it by going to the 4 corners and complete it. And the other unique maps are kind of cheap. The only expensive one is Doriani's Machinarium, so make sure you buy it early in the league, or you buy a kill slot for it, because the later on it is, the more expensive it's gonna get, because less people are doing Delve or the special scouting reports on Kirak that can give it to you as an option. And that's that. Again, this challenge appears every league, and it's fairly simple. Okay, enhanced equipment. Equip a bunch of stuff. Enchanted item. What would be enchanted? I mean, I guess these flasks count, I think. I don't even know what I equipped to get that, but I must have equipped something. Crafted, just crafting bench synthesized. Items you get randomly, those to drop from memory maps. Corrupted, easy to equip a corrupted item. Fractured, you get a bunch of them from Arch Nemesis rares. Quality item, that's a joke, that's easy. A veiled item, just do a June mission, and when veiled items drop, before you unveil them, just equip them randomly and you get this. Mirrored, you get them from strong boxes and Arch Nemesis rares. And yeah, I did those. We could also equip Influenced. Influenced? Wait. I guess it should be like Elder stuff, yeah. Elder Shaper or Conqueror Influenced, and yeah, he would get that completed. Split is if you use a Split Beast, but that's too expensive, so yeah, easy challenge. This is just do lab a few times. Add 50 million XP to Gem, 10% quality, which I both got in Merciless Lab, I think. So you don't even need to waste that many offerings to the goddess. Sacrifice the gems to get it as a faster lens, treasure keys and currency, that's what I did. Just doing regular offering to the goddess 75 labyrinth. The other ones are kinda rare, I guess. And they removed the own experience thing from this challenge because it's disabled right now for some reason. Probably because of a bug, but yeah. Easy challenge, kind of just do labyrinth a few times, speedrun it. Okay, cross-contamination. This appears every league, I think. Defeat 5 possessed rogue exiles in a single map. That's a joke. You just have these 2 notables allocated and it's gonna happen by itself. This one, there's a few ways to do. Cartographer box while affected by Tempest. One way is you could have a tier 3 strongbox room and any tier of the Tempest generator room in the temple that just adds a Tempest to the temple map, and then you go into the room, find the cartographer box, hopefully. I think they have a high chance to be in tier 3 strongbox room, maybe in tier 2. Then just wait for the Tempest to give you the buff and open it. The other way is if you have Corrupting Tempest on your map device from Shaping the Skies, from the special crafting options. I have 3 of them. What you would want to do for this is, first of all, unspec these 2 notables, Corrupted and Rare and Chance to be Operative box, because you don't want the Cartographer to turn into Operative, and you don't want the Cartographer to have a stream of monsters, because that makes it take longer and your Tempest could run out. But you do want extra strong box, and you want to spec into the middle part here. Increase chance to be a cartographer box. Then you want to open up a tier 1 glacier map, because it's the smallest, easiest map to do. And you craft Corrupting Tempest and use a Gilded Ambush Scarab and just hope you get a cartographer box, and the chance should be fairly high, because basically the lower tier a map is, the higher chance it has to have a cartographer box, so T16 maps have a very low chance of having them, but tier 1 maps have a good chance, and when you're adding like 5 boxes to the map, it should happen pretty easily. Like I did it on my first try. Then you just wait for the red circle to appear from the Corrupting Tempest, get the buff, open the box, kill everything fast, and it should complete. Blight boss were affected by a shrine, just find Catha in your map somewhere, click a shrine and do her encounter and you'll probably get a Blight boss. And then I did Ultimatum on Delirious. This, I just opened up again a tier 1 Glacier map. I crafted Ultimatum on it from the map device, or used the rusted Ultimatum Scarab. And I had used a single Delirium Orb on it to make it 20% Delirious, and I just did the Ultimatum and it was easy. And that's that. Expedition 1 in a Breach sounds really gimmicky and RNG, and I don't think this is very fun to try. Syndicate member that's possessed could happen, it's happened to me in other leagues, but these are the easy ones that I did. Okay, encounter a bunch of stuff in the forest. As you can see, I've seen everything now. Just explore, walk around in the dark, you'll find some of these things. I don't think it's that hard to find 6 of them. Do 10 red missions in T16 80 quant maps of each master, and Kirak's have to be, his missions, his maps. Have to have 80 quant, and you can help with this by taking these small nodes, plus the quality offered by Kirak missions in your maps. Which sounds weird, because they're not in your maps, he's in the hideout, but basically gives him more quantity on his maps, which makes this easier. But yeah, simple challenge. Selective Sextants is also super easy actually, they're all cheap common sextants, I rolled most of them myself. So yeah, just get any 2 of these combinations in a tier 16 80 quant map again, kill the boss and you'll complete this. 20k rare monster mods, just kill a bunch of Ouch Nemesis rares, this is gonna happen by itself while you're farming maps. Memory Madness, reach 2500% quantity, just do a bunch of memory maps, skip to the boss after you rolled them, and yeah, what I bought was a bunch of Nico's Memory of Grasping Hands, because they're cheap and they have 6 maps in each memory, so that's really nice, and then I just rolled them, rush to the boss, kill it, or roll them again, repeat until I got the challenge done. I think it took me 4 or 5 memories or something. It was pretty quick, it's not that bad. Even though it seems like a big number. You get about 100 each map, if you roll it well. Okay, Catha's Callous Conflict. Complete any of these things in tier 11 plus maps in the League mechanic. The Black Mórrigan is that beast boss thingy in the big spike arena while it's enraged. I guess you need to live with it low HP and let it enrage. The 3 guys around the cauldron within 10 seconds of the first one dying, so just kill them super fast. Abomination without being hit by vines. Shaman without being hit by vines. My boss affected by 2 wisp types is super easy. Rare affected by all 3 is gonna happen when you just get to wisps. As you can see, I have 6 out of 4. This isn't that hard of a challenge. You just need to find some of these mini bosses in the forest. Okay, Lavish Luxuries. I even have 7 of 6 on this, because I used Sacred Life Force while crafting my amulet, but what I did for the challenge was 4 corrupted essences that I bought, the cheapest ones. I anointed something with a golden oil, a ring, and then I used an oil extractor and got it back, so that was nice. I recommend doing it on a ring if you don't care about what you use the oil on. 40 catalysts, they're cheap as fuck. Tainted Exalt, Chaos or Divine Teardrop. I think I bought Tainted Chaos. Yeah, I think that was the cheapest. Eldritch Exalt or Chaos, I don't remember which was cheapest, but I bought one of those. And I used it. Elder Slayer Exalt, I just bought one of them that was like 50 Chaos and slammed it on a random rare, and yeah, easy challenge. Just use some special currencies. You can buy all of them. Do 100 Guardian maps. I had all the boss Guardian map drop nodes allocated, so yeah, just have these and do some maps and you'll get a lot of them, and you can also buy them in bulk in TFT. I think I bought 10 Shaper sets for however many, 3 Divines I think. Because I had 60 and I needed 40 more. That was convenient, and yeah. I did a lot of Shaper maps because they were the fastest for me, and I just mavened all of them and did the invitation every time that I could. Just rushed to the end. So that's that. Eldritch Endgame, do a bunch of stuff with red and blue influence, just click altars a lot. and I did red and blue influence with growing hordes and used scarabs because you need to use scarabs anyway for endgame grinds. So that's that, and then destructive play I used with all the Guardian maps because you get a lot of bosses spawned anyway, so why not do it while you're doing Guardian maps? And that's that challenge, just get a bunch of pack size for more altars, basically. And destructive play also counts if you do twinned maps with multiple map bosses. So it's really fast. Get all your skill points, just do all the Maven invitations. Easy. This I got when I just bought my King of the Mist skill randomly. Just don't get hit by any of his abilities and kill him fast. That's all this challenge is. You should get it if you just buy a kill or find him if you, and you have high DPS. Yeah. Ultimate Undertaking, I have 5 of them. I bought Wave 30 Simulacrum in the TFT server. I did this by accident when I unlocked my 5-slot map device, so this is super easy, the Legion one. I did the Sanctum thing myself, because my build is really good in Sanctum, and yeah, I did it on my first try. Flawless Breachstone, a friend invited me to one and I just got the completion. You can probably buy a completion from someone, or just get one and run it yourself, like a Easy, Ash, or Zoff one. Infused Beachhead, I bought one for a Divine and ran it, and yeah, that's how I did the challenge. I didn't do Legion for it, but I got it anyway when I unlocked my map device. Heist is too much grinding to do, and Ultimatum is bugged, because I did one with 10 mods and it didn't count. I don't know if it's still bugged, so don't even try it. It's a waste of currency and time. Uber bosses, I bought all of these. I just bought carries in the TFT server. If you wanna do them yourself, that's fine, but I can't because this build is squishy and I don't feel like dying to them and wasting my currency, so yeah. I bought Uber Maven for my Voidstone, I bought Uber Elder. Wait, did I? Where is he? Yeah, the Elder and the Shaper's Ram for the Voidstone. Then I bought Uber Cirrus and an Uber Cortex, and that's that. And the final one, Endgame Grinds. Let's start with the bottom one. Just stuff, uniques and rares empowered by Wisps 500. You just get this when you do your favorite tier 16 map. It's really fast. The Scarab thing I just did while I had growing hordes and I was doing 250 altars of red and blue influence because why not? And these are my Scarabs. After I finished it, I almost ran out. I had so little left. But I did it without buying any Scarabs because of all the operative strongboxes I got. Rares with at least 4 mods, you just get this by doing maps. This is super easy. And then the one I did, because I think this is faster than Labyrinth or level 100, is 80 bestiary bosses. And what I did for that is I basically bought 80 bestiary bosses, like Archaic Spider Crab for creation, and then the Chaos Damage Arachnid boss, and also the Rex thing. I basically bought the 3 except the Tiger boss, which is the most expensive, and I bought 80 of them, and I needed like 240 yellow beasts for them, so I didn't have enough when I calculated how many I had in my menagerie. So I had to actually do extra Einhar missions and Einhar scarabs while doing my Guardian maps to gather up enough yellow beasts to even be able to do 80 bosses, because it just requires so many 3 yellow beasts per one boss, but yeah. That's what I did for endgame grinds. And that's all the challenges. This was quicker than I expected. I'm on it, what, 29 minutes? Yeah. That's what I did for endgame grinds. And now, if you're going for 38, I would say you should skip... well, definitely the Ultimatum one, if you're not lucky enough to find a boss, and... I don't know, either endgame grinds or Eldritch Endgame, but this is just do a bunch of maps and it's easy and simple, even though red altars take a while. This, buying the 80 beasts was annoying on trade, just buying like 1 or 2 or 3 at a time. Scarabs takes a long time. I don't know, whichever you prefer to do, just leave out of these 3 challenges, do whichever one you want, and then the other 2 you don't have to do. Out of Endgame Grind, Eldritch Endgame, and Ultimatum. That's my opinion. And then, yeah, you get 38 for the helmet, and you're done, if you just wanted to do it for the set. Oh, I think I've said everything I wanted to say. I don't think there is anything else I wanted to explain about the challenges. No, not really. I mean, to talk about my final Atlas 3, this is what it looks like. I'm just spec'd into Ritual and Expedition, because I like doing them. And you can swap this Stream of Consciousness point out for Growing Hordes if you want to use your useless Scarabs to add pack size for more altars. But yeah, that's that. Like and fave and sub and stuff if you enjoyed the video. And I'll also post the PoE of this character if you're interested, and my final Atlas 3 in the description and a pinned comment. And I'll also post my Twitch channel if you want to follow there, because I might stream sometime. See you next league and in the next video that I make, whatever that may be. So yeah, bye for now.